Welcome to part one of the Zoe Sports demo. In part one, I'm going to show you just how quick and easy it is to start a new tournament from scratch. So we're going to use our example school, New Zealand College, and I'll log in. Over here under Tournaments, we click Create. First, let's choose a template. In this case, we're going to create a new template, though you can copy templates from previous years, and that retains all of your records. So let's click Confirm. For this tournament, I'm going to make a inter-house athletics day. So we'll choose athletics and inter-house as the competition and confirm. Now we choose the age grades. Generally, that's going to be date of birth. Some schools do like to use year group, but we'll use date of birth. And finally, I'm going to call this one athletics demo. Confirm and yes. There we go. So now we've created our athletics demo tournament. Let's have a little play around with the template. This will go through a number of pages just to make the template. So we start with houses. You can choose as many as you like, but we're going to choose 4. And I'll name this one red house, then blue house, and yellow house, and finally green house. And then over here, we choose the colors. So red will be red. Here you can see blue and the example there. With the yellow house, you'll notice the color's quite bright, so you can't see the white text. Over here, you can change it from black to white. So we'll keep it with black. And then with green, the color is not what I want. So you can play around on the side and just alternate where you want it exactly. That's about right. There we go. Save and continue. Gender grades. Pretty standard. We have one for male and then one for female. And because this is a school, I'll call it boys and girls. Then save and continue. Age grades. We've already determined that these are by date of birth, and there's always an open age grade as default. I'm going to use the standard secondary school age grade, so I'll call that one junior, and that's under 14. As of the date, and let's say the 1st of January 2017. Confirm. Now when we create the next row, you'll notice the date is already there. So I'm going to call this one intermediate, and that is under 16. And finally, we'll call this one senior, and that's over 16. Now, you might be wondering, what about over and equal to? It's the same. But if you have any questions like that, I should have covered it on the help screen. Just click the little question mark in the top right-hand corner, and you can see that there. We have a help screen on every one of these pages. Now let's save and continue. Now we choose the contests. The first page, we choose the standard contests. So just select them on the side. As you can see, they are divided by those measured by time and those measured by distance. And they're also whether or not it's an individual or a team contest. So just click the ones you want, and you see relay is a team-based one. Then long jump, triple jump, we'll go with high jump, discus, and I'll finish off with shot put. Now, if you have a contest that isn't on standard list, you can create that here. So let's create gumboot toss. And that's measured by the distance it's thrown, and it's an individual competition. Great. Save and continue. So we've got all our contests over here, and we've got all our grades at the top there. So that's our gender grades, our age grades, and the combined grades here. And when you put them together, they make one of the events. We already assume they'll be combined, but let's take away these two and make the 100-meter hurdles only for intermediate or senior. And down for gumboot toss, I'm going to change that and make it so it's an open boys and open girls event. So just there. And save. Tournament points. This is how you determine how your competition is scored. You can add up to 10 places, but we're going to stick with the 3. Participation, generally it's 1, and for team events, generally it's 0, but change it as you like. Let's move on. The entry restrictions. Some schools restrict students to a certain maximum all over, or by track or by field. Some schools actually like to say you have to enter 1 event, so you can put a minimum restriction in there as well. Then we move on now to the event records. This is where you enter all of your historic records. So you've got time of events, minutes and seconds, and then distance events done in meters. So let's just create one now, 12.5 say, by A. Adamson, and that was in 1994. Don't worry too much about filling these out right away, because you can fill this page at any point during the tournament. Now we're going to move forward to the event program. Some schools will have standard event numbers and at what times they're on. If you do, this is where you fill them out. So let's say that's event number 1, and that's at 09:15. Then we'll say the relay, which might be say 67, and that's going to be at 2 o'clock. So, and as you can see, we use 24-hour time. Save and continue. That is the template completed. So you're still able to go back and change the event points, the event restrictions, the event records, and the event program. But save and continue, and now you can move into entering your students into each of those events.